What's up guys, it's Zendo here, and this is the second iteration in the Jin Tactics series. This series is covering a few underrated moves that I feel like Jins aren't using enough or simply just don't use at all. And last video we covered down forward 3-3, which on hit confirms 13 frames, forces crouch, great at the wall because it can wall splat. Also, you have down forward 3-3 as a on block plus frame tool because it's +6 on block for you, which sets up forward 4 at +6, and also standing 4. Essentially, it puts Jin in a really good counter hit opportunity. But now we're covering a move that is another very common move which almost everybody has, but again, a move that's not very utilized much in neutral. It is a move though that some missions do use effectively, and it's a very strong option out of wave dash, and that is while standing 4. Yep, while standing 4 people. Now you're wondering, while standing 4? Really? But yeah, how many people do you see utilize this move? It's a very strong move almost everyone has. Comes at 11 frames fastest, 12 frames slowest. Can be done at pretty much range 2, or just outside of range 2. It's a very strong quick poke. Now what are the strengths of while standing 4? Well, it gives you +8 frames of advantage on hit. Now at +8 frames, that's essentially the universal indicator for your turn. Anyone really pressing at -8 is essentially looking to be counted in most circumstances. At +8 you can basically guarantee most if not all of your counter hit tools. At +8, forward 4 becomes an 8 frame move. Standing 4 becomes a 5 frame move. Even up forward 3 becomes a 14 frame move. At +8, you become very hard to step. It's a very strong move. Now, why use this move more often? Well, it's essentially a better poke than down forward 1, back forward 2. And some might think, what do you mean? Down forward 1 has extensions, down forward 144, down forward 144 wall splat and good frames. Also back forward 2 has extensions, back forward 2-3 at +6, and back forward 2-1 at +6 as well, even that's a mid-high. But that's simply because while standing 4 gives better frames. You see, a down forward 1, for example, as good as its range is in this game, having been buffed from Tekken 7, it's still a move that, even on hit, Jin doesn't really have much advantage against a player that actually has good movement. But let me demonstrate this. We're going to set the Jin AI to do down forward 1 into Jin's common flowcharts or common tools. So we're going to have him do down forward 1 into forward 4 first. Then we're going to have him do down forward 1 into electric. And for this, we're going to ensure that I get hit by the down forward 1 first, so that I am -4. So now we'll see what happens if I stepped into his weak side, which is side step right, after being hit by down forward 1. Speaks for itself. Even at down forward 1 connecting on hit, any of Jin's core moves that aren't homing will and can be sidestepped and launched. That's why while standing 4 comes in as such a really strong poke, because a while standing 4 connection at +8, it's a lot harder to start doing a sidestep on a forward 4 or on electric, because you have less frames to step. Most characters cannot step effectively at +8. Sorry, -8 for them. -8 essentially means you have to block. For instance, let's see what happens when Jin does while standing 4 into forward 4. Oopsie. I guess I can't do while standing 4 on the right side. Apologies for this. And then we'll do while standing 4 into electric. Now we're gonna walk into while standing 4 and see if we can sidestep his options. So as you can see, stepping electric is easier at -8 than stepping forward 4. And this is what I mean when I say sometimes just because the move is strong doesn't mean it's always the best option at great frames. For instance, even electric does track. It's steppable very easily to Jin's weak side, even at -8. But as you can see, when I try to step forward 4, I get by it every time on the same timing, which means forward 4 becomes a much stronger move at +8, and actually it's the move that you really want to be using as a better counter option while standing 4 connecting. Like, it's a no-brainer really to do forward 4. It's the strongest option after being +8. Electric is only really good in an instance where someone is willing to probably move into you, or they're looking to step you the wrong way. However, it's not the most surefire option, and the most surefire and safest option being +8 is to use forward 4, because it's a counter hit tool that's absurdly strong and guarantees very, very high damage. So this video is essentially showcasing why while standing 4 is not only underutilized, but a very, very solid poke. 11 frames fast, 12 frames at its slowest, +8 frames on hit, and it's not even that negative on block. It's only -3. At -3, you can backdash, you can step, you can even go for a low crush, sorry, a high crush if you want to, and then someone will retaliate with a jab. So while standing 4 is very, very strong, and it is a poke that more Jins should utilize. So I'm gonna wrap it up for this video. This is the second video in the iteration of Jin Tactics, which are moves I feel Jin mains need to utilize a lot more than they do. And next we'll cover another core move I feel that though some Jins use, it needs to be used a lot more, and there's a lot of layers to this move. It's one of the strongest moves in my opinion, probably his strongest string. Those that know probably know, but this move is a very, very strong string that is used but not used as much as it could be, and there's layers to it. It has a very complex game plan, but I will cover this in the next video. So thank you guys for watching. I hope this is useful to you whether you play Jin or not, and I'll see you in the next video.